Imagine two people. They grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same schools, and started their careers making the exact same income. Fast forward 10 years. One of them is financially free, traveling the world and never looks at a price tag. The other is trapped in a loop, living paycheck to paycheck, paralyzed by the weight of the next unexpected bill. How does this happen when the starting line was exactly the same? Most people think building wealth is about luck, genetics, or landing a high-paying corporate gig. But it's not. Wealth isn't built by how much you make. It's governed by a hidden set of universal rules, elements of psychology and choice that most people ignore until it's too late. If you are tired of trading your time for a survival baseline, you need to understand that the system isn't rigged against you. You're just playing by the wrong rules. Today, we are breaking down the 5 essential elements to fast-track your path to financial freedom. And the first rule completely flips how you look at every dollar. Element 1, the ghost cost, paying for everything twice. Rule number 1, you pay for everything twice. When you buy a physical item, whether it's a high-end electric bike or a trendy piece of furniture, you think you are just paying the sticker price. That is your first mistake. The first price is the dollar amount at checkout. The second price is the ghost cost, the hidden compounding tax of keeping, storing, and maintaining that item. Think about it this way. You pay a premium per square foot for your living space. When you fill your home with clutter, you are essentially paying rent for inanimate objects. In fact, 1 out of 10 people are so overwhelmed by their belongings that they pay an average of $2,000 a year just for an external storage unit. But the truest, most brutal ghost cost isn't space. It's opportunity cost. Money is frozen life force. You trade your finite time and energy to earn $100. If you instantly put that $100 into a decorative item that sits on a shelf, you have effectively killed that money. It can no longer work for you. If you took that same $100 and allowed it to compound, it could pay you passive dividends indefinitely. Wealthy people don't buy things, they buy assets that buy things. Stop burying your money alive in a cemetery of unused possessions. Wealthy people buy freedom, not clutter. This brings us to our second element, shifting your focus from the sticker price to the cost per use. The average consumer falls into the trap of buying items simply because they are cheap or on sale. Imagine buying a $5 mug or a cheap $20 shirt that you don't even like. You wear it twice, get bored, and it sits in the back of your closet. The cost per use of that item is massive. Now look at a high-quality staple you use every day. A premium item that costs $100, but you use it every single day for 5 years. The cost per use drops to fractions of a penny. When you look at a price tag, your brain should not ask, "Can I afford this right now?" It should ask, "What will this cost me every time I interact with it?" This applies to even the big things. People often look at luxury upgrades as status symbols, but when you factor in maintenance, insurance, and energy, the price per use is astronomical. Wealthy individuals optimize for quality over quantity. They own fewer things, but every single item they possess is their absolute favorite and yields maximum utility. Our third element is a psychological shield against modern consumer culture, the 1-week rule. We live in an era of hyper-optimized instant gratification. With a single click, you can have a luxury item or a new outfit delivered to your doorstep in hours. E-commerce platforms spend billions of dollars analyzing human psychology just to figure out how to bypass your logic and trigger an impulse buy. When you buy something impulsively, you aren't actually buying the object. You are buying a fleeting dopamine hit to escape momentary boredom or stress. And if you don't have the cash for it, you swipe a credit card, effectively signing a contract to become a servant to your debt. This is the consumer trap. To break this cycle, implement a mandatory 7-day cooling period for any non-essential purchase. When you feel that intense urge to buy something, add it to a digital list and walk away. Force yourself to sit with that desire for 1 full week. You will find that in 80% of cases, the dopamine wears off, the urge vanishes, and you completely forget it. Mastering delayed gratification in your wallet builds the psychological muscle needed to master it in health, career, and long-term investing. It is the root of discipline. The fourth element requires you to run a mental diagnostic on everything you own. It's called the replacement test, or more urgently, the house on fire rule. Look around your environment right now. If your home caught fire and all of your material possessions disappeared tonight, what would you actually pay your hard-earned money to replace tomorrow? Most people realize that outside of their critical electronics, a few pieces of clothing and sentimental items, the vast majority of their clutter would not be missed. They wouldn't experience a drop in daily happiness if it disappeared. When you realize that your happiness is untethered from the sheer volume of stuff you own, your relationship with consumerism changes. You stop buying things to impress people you don't even like. If you want a financial reset, audit your life. Sell the liquid assets and possessions that fail the replacement test. Take that trapped capital, inject it back into your savings or investment accounts, and let that momentum kickstart your financial snowball. Turn clutter into wealth. The final and most powerful element of wealth is defining your baseline of enough. This is where true freedom begins. You can earn $500,000 a year, but if your lifestyle automatically expands to match your income, with massive house payments and luxury leases, you are just a high-paid prisoner. Lifestyle inflation keeps the upper middle class trapped on the exact same treadmill as everyone else. They have more stuff, but less time and less freedom. True wealth is the gap between your income and your expenses. This gap is your margin engine. This is the fuel for your future. When you intentionally define what a comfortable life looks like and lock that standard, any future increase in income goes straight into building your freedom. Margin gives you peace of mind. Margin is the capital that allows you to quit a toxic job, start a business, or invest in real estate. Stop chasing more stuff and start chasing more sovereignty. Once you master these 5 elements, money stops being a source of anxiety and becomes what it was always meant to be, a tool for ultimate personal freedom. If this perspective shifted how you view your financial future, make sure to hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and share this with someone who needs to see it. See you in the next video.